Hi there. I'm Sandy Nicole Lee. Um, I wanted to just spend a few minutes talking about a book that I wrote. It's not a real big book or anything heavy duty, and it's 60 pages total. And during this time of turmoil in this country that we all live in, and other countries as well, we need hope more than ever. So I want to talk to you about my book, Make Hope Happen. Um, on the back, I have written about how we need to be steadfast with certainty and faith more than ever, and that we need to hold on to hope for ourselves and hope for our country, as well as hope for future generations. Um, it's quite interesting, and you may not totally agree with my point of view. So I have, instead of putting words such as will, I changed a few of them to could, because I don't really have positive answers on what will happen. So I tried to make it fair to everybody that things could change and how they would look, how the country is changing so rapidly, and how it may be looking, and how it is at this time, and what we can do about these changes. As you know, there's been a lot of turmoil and a lot of protests and a lot of things amidst the COVID-19 crisis as well, and people have had to quarantine, and some of the choices that have been made on quarantining have questionable results on them, and I'm not sure that they were always that necessary to be completely quarantined based on the facts and what we see is going on in places where they did not quarantine. So as far as getting sick goes, uh, maybe quarantining isn't worth it because of the problems we're having with the economy, with people getting depression and pent up like that as human beings, which we're not made to be pent up like that in our houses and held up like hostages, and having to wear masks everywhere we go, where it impedes your ability to breathe and sometimes see. You know, if you wear glasses, it's very difficult. And I just had my eyes dilated, so they're probably very dark until they shrink down, and then I'll go out. I may go out anyway and just put those little blinders they give you, the dark shades on your eyes, so the light is overwhelming when that happens. If you don't have them and you go outside on a day like today where it's very nice and sunny this afternoon, and I can't wait to get out there. But I really wanted you to see this book on Amazon. It's on Amazon, and I can um, also have it available in a e-copy if you would prefer a Kindle type format. I can do that, but right now it's just available on hardback. So it's Sandra Lee, Lee. Kind of hard to see because of the chains, which are kind of indicative of how we feel these days, you know, being like chained to our home, and having to wear masks out in public, not being able to participate in programs that we may have been members of, because a lot of stuff closed down and has not reopened fully. And you know, there may be something behind all this as to why this is happening that's more than just coincidental. I mean, this book kind of provokes thoughts like that. So I really urge you to find it and order one, a copy for yourselves and maybe somebody else. And I would really appreciate it if you would review it for me too, and leave some comments on this new book that just came out. Honestly, you can sit down and read it in less than an hour. I mean, the print is very easy to read, as you can see. And I can let you read some of it if you want. Let me find beginning of a chapter. where you can look at it closer. I'm going to find a page for you that will help you decide if it's something you're interested in. Here you go. What it says is what is going on with the pandemic, and this is in chapter 3. The people in New York were brought into a nursing home where people were positive for COVID-19 stayed. Of course, the new people caught the virus and thousands of people perished in that state. Was this a conspiracy to end their lives? That's a good question. That is how much the governing agencies care about the lives of the elderly. And why didn't they separate the COVID patients from the ones asymptomatic of the virus? It's all about money. That's what I put in here. So if you find this to be of interest, what I'm reading, I think you're really going to enjoy this book and share it with somebody. It's really good food for thought. So I appreciate you checking this out. Make Hope Happen on Amazon. Take care. Let me know and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Bye.